Hello, Ducks fans, hockey fans in Orange County, California, the United States, Finland, and all around the world. Hope you guys are doing well and happy Thursday. Let's have a serious discussion. Our Ducks are 6-10-4, and 20 games have been played so far. There's a lot of issues we have. And last night is one of those issues. It's bad enough to lose when you're leading 3-0 and you lose 4-3. But it's very bad that you're leading 3-0 against the same team twice and you lose by 1 goal twice. To me, honest with you, it is the most unacceptable, shameful, and disgraceful way our team has been playing this game as long as we could remember. It's a bad habit, a very bad habit. I mean, look, it's great the Ducks build a 3-0 lead, but it's even worse at all, very worse, that hey, you build a 3-0 lead, you sit on it, but you allow, say, Phoenix or Arizona or whatever the hell they want to call themselves to come back and have this space to win 4-3. And right now, last night, 4-3 in the shootout, it's the most it's irritating. It's not only that, it's frustrating. We know our team has the potential, has the talent and the skill. But clearly, after 20 games and having a record of 6-10-4, 16 points, it's clear to me that accountability and change needs to be expanded to more than just, say, the players who are on the ice. Basically, the coaches, the front office, and of course, Bob Murray. And I mean, if you don't take my word for it, just look at the stats. I mean, we are 30th on the power play, which is terrible, which is abysmal. It's almost like you're seeing an expansion team. Right? I swear to God, almost like I'm seeing an expansion team on ice. The only upside is the penalty killing, which is in 7th place overall in the league, which is all right. But how long is the PK going to last? Is up to the next 36 games our team is going to play. But the most troubling thing is that we are literally 29th or 30th in goals for. And to be honest with you, that is our Achilles heel, our kryptonite. We're not scoring enough goals. And the most problem I have, and I know when I say the problem is not I have, is not you all know what I'm talking about, is the fact that our Ducks, our team, the front office don't know how to utilize the players they have right in front of them. I got no problem with Sonny Milano or Adam Henrique or which recently was waived, but I'll get to that in another video, or any of the players that are suited up for our team. It's the sheer fact that the misutilization and the flaws and the strategies that our team, that our head coach Dallas Aikens is not putting together to fulfill that potential that this team has. It's mind-boggling, but it's also frustrating at the same time. I mean, if you want to know why, hey, look. I mean, when you're 8th in the Honda West division and basically 27th in the NHL and league overall, that's very troubling. That's very, very troubling. That's the red flag. And with so much flaws and so much weaknesses, I mean, there's something's got to give. Something has to give. I mean, I'll be the first one to say looking back at the 20 games so far, this team has a lot of flaws. This team needs to be consistent. This team needs to score a lot of goals. There were a lot of pluses. There were a lot of positives with Comtois, Jones, and Steele and others scoring those goals. But the strongest issue I have looking back at those 20 games is the inconsistency, the willful stubbornness of the Ducks GM, the issues with front office, but also the failure, to finish the game, finish in closing out each game when they are leading by 1 or 2 or last night 3 goals. It just makes it pisses me off. Okay, it pisses me off that when you have a roster full of these veterans and youth, and you can't even not only protect the lead, but answer each time. Okay? If they score 1, you score 1. If they score 2, the Ducks should score 2. They should answer. Easy peasy. But no, it's issues like this that need to be resolved right now. And sadly enough, and frustrating enough, we are seeing a slow, I wouldn't say breaking point, but questions that demand answers. And making lists right now, and I have basically the stats here, it really makes me wonder, like, when are the Sammys going to jump in, or if they want to jump in. I mean, I'm not the one to make any assumptions, but when you have a GM that's very willfully stubborn and trying to get whatever the hell they're trying to get this team going, it's really disconcerting and troubling when at this point they should be either fighting for a playoff spot or doing what they can to put in effort to win. Honest to God, it really is. It really is something that, because I can tell you right now, you need a new coach. You probably need a new GM. New GM would be more important than a coach. I would give Dallas Eakins a benefit of a doubt. But then again, most of us would disagree on what is the best path forward. Because it's very commonly clear what's going on. It's very commonly clear that there are some flaws and there are some issues within that team that needs to be cleared out, that needs to be adjusted and adapted to today's NHL. Okay? But it is what it is. And we should not be surprised that it's a slow start. I mean, how many times has our team has gone through a slow start, and at the beginning, well, not at the beginning, and at the middle of the season, they finish like 4 or 5 spots, or maybe at the top of their division, or in a playoff spot. It's been done many times. But with all these flaws, with all these weaknesses that the team has right now, it will be really difficult for the Ducks to basically handle or begin a playoff series in the first round with whoever they're going to, like, if they go into the playoffs. Because this is just, I mean, I have to say it, I swear to God, I'm looking at an expansion team right now. I mean, did we regress? I mean, did we? Because every time we take one step forward, we take 2 steps back. Then we have a Ducks GM. I don't no longer consider him a GM. We have Bob Murray, who does knee-jerk reactions and feel the heat and all that, and try to like pass the blame and do this and that. It's sooner or later he's got to be held accountable, and he's got to be called out because the onus is on him because he was the one who filled this team, got the players. His draft, hey, it's good, but when it comes to trades, I really don't know. It's left for me to, and to all of us, to really, really call him out on that. And to be honest with you, I have zero faith in Bob Murray. I have zero faith in what he does. Because, and for an FYI, you guys, I got a big paper right here. I'm not going to go down the flaws of this team, but you know what I'm talking about. And I'll say it again, and I'll say it again as I did in a previous video on my vlog. Bob Murray needs to go. I mean, his tenure is almost over. He needs to go, and he needs to go now. And I think it's time for the Ducks, the ownership, to look at a post-Bob Murray GM, general managership, because he can't seem to get it done. He can't seem to get things done. He can't seem to get the players that we were supposed to be interested in. So it is what it is. And I can't blame you for your frustrations and anger. I'm frustrated. I'm angry that this team can't seem to get the job done. Twice this week against the same team. They can't seem to win. Every time they quickly tie it up, the Ducks fold, the Ducks falter, the Ducks come up short. And last night we see it. Because 6-10-4. Now, if this would have been a regular 82-game season, we could all understand that. But in a shortened season, with no vision, no clear strategy, no understanding of how you approach a way to win over your enemy, your rival, and get a win in those 2 points. Yeah, that leaves a lot of questions that demand answers. And I really, really, really do not see how the Ducks can continue with Bob Murray. I will give Dallas Eakins, I will give him a benefit of the doubt, but then either way, I'm in the side that gives a benefit of the doubt. I know most of you do not like him. I know most of you, not all. So it is what it is. And playoffs is basically, I am not sure if the Ducks will, well, I'm not going to predict if they're going to make the playoffs or not, but I personally feel that it's best for our Ducks to literally finish the season strong. Okay, just finish the season strong. It doesn't matter how many wins you get or excuse me, how many victories you win. Okay, I really couldn't care less. I don't believe in tanking. Tanking is BS. And clearly, this is because I can tell you right now, it needs to be corrected. Okay? It needs to be corrected right now. And the team's got to be glad that there's no fans, because I can tell you right now, if we were there, we would be booing the hell out of these guys. But we would demand Bob Murray to be a go. I know most of you are putting hashtag fire Bob Murray. Hey, it's good. And I, for one, believe it's time for him to go, but I also believe it's time for some players to go, because we do need some quality, good players that can come up, step up, wear the Ducks D with pride, advance the Ducks cause, and hopefully one day, sorry, hopefully one day, win a second Stanley Cup. So the next 36 games will determine where our Ducks will finish. If they finish near the bottom, I'm all for it. But either way, something's got to give. Something needs to be done. So after 20 games and looking at the 20 games, then the inconsistencies haven't been addressed. The lack of scoring hasn't been addressed. Yeah. We need something to jumpstart this team. And it starts with a new GM and a major shuffle in the front office. So what more I can say? Till then, I'll see you guys soon.